So this is part 3 of the languages and the verbiage that we use in the salon. Now this one is the big one. This is the finale. This is the one that I think all of us have been waiting for to understand and to know. So as as you've always heard in the salon, stylists shouting out numbers with letters. You hear 5NA, 09T, what's that, 5NN, and you're kind of wondering what is she saying to me? So I'm here to decode all that for you. So next time you go in, you'll know exactly what she means or he means or whoever's servicing you, what they're saying to you. So first of all, let's start off with the first number that we're always saying. So when we're saying like, oh, you're level 5, this is indicating what your color is or your natural color is, whatever color you have or what your natural color is. So we go from the lightest color, which is a 10, which is the lightest blonde, and then we go all the way to the darkest color, which is 1, which is like the darkest of browns. So it goes from 1 to 10, and everything ranges in between. Now with this, um, this is how we figure out where we're starting with you, and then where you want to go. So the second number or the second letter, sometimes we use numbers or letters for the second part of that. It is always the tone. So you could do, oh, she's a 5RR, meaning she's a 5 red, or maybe she's a 5NN, meaning she's a 5 neutral. Or sometimes you want to be like a pretty warm, let's say a really pretty warm brown or a dark blonde. Uh, so we would use a certain pigment. Sometimes we'll actually put green when we want you to look like you have gold in your hair. So we'll do like a, or ash. We'll do a 5-1 or a 5 NA or a 5A, and it'll end up looking warmer, like that pre-warm. But now this is a whole other area where we're having to control your natural underpigments. So under the levels of the natural colors from 1 to 10, there are underlining pigments underneath. And this is natural, and it ranges from like super red all the way to yellow. And those are just the natural underlining pigments of hair. And so to neutralize those colors or that underpigment, we use artificial tones like ash and green and blues and stuff and violets to neutralize those uh, warm undertones that are naturally in the hair, to neutralize so that I will see it as a pretty chocolate brown or maybe a nice beige blonde. So we neutralize it. So that's like, again, another series there. Well, no, that's not another series. That's this series because that's where we use those ash colors, which is the letter of second letter or second number to that first number. So that will explain. The first one is the 5, which is your natural level, and the second one is the tone that we're going to use to create the color that you're desiring. So that is basically what we're talking about. And when we're talking about underlining pigments, a key to know is that those underlining pigments are natural and they come in nature. It's not man-made. The other tones, like the greens, the ashes, um, the violets, all of those tones are artificial man-made tones that we use in our color to produce certain shades in the color afterwards. Which actually, a quick little tip here. If you ever wonder why your color indoors looks different from outdoors, is that very reason. So outside, when you're in the sunshine, natural lighting, it's always going to reflect that natural underlining pigment. So if you have a natural underlining pigment, you have a lot of red, a lot of warmth in your natural pigment. When you're outside in the sun, regardless of what tone we use, the natural lighting is going to pick up on that warmth. But when you inside in artificial lighting, it's going to reflect and attract that that artificial man-made tone that we placed in there. So it's always going to look cooler. If we're using a cooler tone in your color, or even any cooler tone in your color at all, it's going to reflect more in man-made lighting than it will in natural lighting. I hope that kind of helps to kind of understand the tonalities of color sometimes. So next time you're in the salon and you hear us talking about numbers and and and, and saying that you are a level 5 or a level 7, that is the level of darkness to lightness that we're taking you, or that you are in. And the second letter or number is going to be the tone that we're going to use, or that you're going to be, or that you have in your hair. So it's either you already have that tone and we're just matching it, or um, we're going to add those tones to your color to help reflect the desired color that you want. So I hope this helps. I also wanted to let you know that I'm going to do the next video all about consultations. It's going to be a video on communication, questions that you should ask and that we should ask. So I hope that will help. So stay tuned for that. If you have any questions in regards to color, tones, and the levels, please leave a comment down below. I would love to hear from you. And like always, like and subscribe. I will see you soon. Have a good one. Bye.